Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends MORLUN figure, which is most notably not Morbius, but it is MORLUN, and I guess a lot of people are okay with that. I was personally hoping for a new Morbius figure. We could use a good one, but this is actually a really solid release for this character, which is just a lot less interesting to me, but still a good release. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just shy of 6.5 inches, which makes him pretty close to, let's say, 16.5 centimeters. And I have to say, I really like the proportions on this guy. His chest is just a little bit broader, his arms are a little bit farther out, his shoulders, that is. And it looks really, really nice. And of course, the long coat and the vest and everything helps, but it's a pretty solid looking figure. I'm very pleased with it. We do have some paint on here. We have some, I guess these could be molded, but either way, they're either molded or painted in gray right here. We have the gray pants, the black coat, the silver shirt with the buttons painted, the belt is painted, the buckle's painted, the little thingy for the thingy on his neck is painted. That's really well done with the silver and red. The face is painted well. His eyes are nice and red with the pupils on there. The eyebrows are painted well. It's a really nice head sculpt, I would say. I like that a whole bunch. Very pleased with that. Yeah, it's a very good looking figure. He doesn't have all the ridiculous wrinkles that we've seen in some of the coated arms, like the suit coat arms, so that's a good thing. Pants are looking okay on this guy, and of course the shoes are shoes, so that's fine. He doesn't have the giant feet that we've seen on some of the other figures. So all in all, it's a really solid release. I think the head's a good size. It's not too high. Sometimes when we get like the coated or the jacketed figures, they put the head up higher. They didn't do that, and it looks great, so thanks to that, or thanks for that. We have the buttons painted over here. His little hand nobules, nubbins, suckers, whatever you want to call them, those are painted. They're not like especially detailed or anything, but they are there, so that's cool. Yeah, everything on here is really, really well done. The teeth are painted well. I mean, there's nothing there but a white stripe, but that could have been mispainted, and it wasn't. That's nice. The hair is sculpted well. All in all, this is a really good figure. I personally really like the silver. I don't know that they needed to do silver, but it makes it work. Like it stands out as a vampire-ish type thing to do, so to wear a silver vest. So I get that, I like that. All right, now, I forgot to do it. So question of the day, would you have rather had Morbius instead of MORLUN? Or are you good with MORLUN? It's a really strong release, so maybe you don't care, and that's fine. I just want Morbius because it's Morbius, but I mean, MORLUN's fine. Okay, so yeah, aesthetics on this guy, very, very nicely done. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for Marvel Legends. This is really good. This is fine. We do have one accessory, which is the alternate head. Not in love with it. I feel like to make that face, he needs to have fangs showing, and right now he doesn't. It just looks like he smelled a fart or something, so I hate that. I hate that a lot. And the way the teeth are painted, like you can see his gums, like he's trying to bare his teeth, but there are no fangs or anything, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe he doesn't have fangs, in which case, like I don't know MORLUN as a character very well at all, but that face needs fangs, or it's just a bad smell face, so don't like it. Accessories, 2 out of 10. No alternate hands, and a bad head, so that kind of blows. Now, as far as the articulation goes on this guy, we are on the standard hinge with the ball peg, but you're not going to get a ton. Like, he looks up a little bit, he looks down a little bit, you can rotate enough, and just a touch, just the ever so slightest touch of attitude in there, so it's fairly limited for the head. Shoulders go up not very far, not horizontal, so it's a little bit more limited. And then of course you do have your rotation, but because of the V shape of the vest, that is a little bit more limited as well, which is understandable, but it is the case. Bicep swivel is fine. Double jointed elbow works no problems. Wrists have a swivel and a hinge, so that is fine. There does appear to be the ab crunch underneath there that we have seen before on, it appears to just be like the regular t-shirt or the button front shirt that we've seen for all the suited figures. And it is actually made in silver plastic, so that's cool, even though you can't see it and you don't really get much range out of it. It is in there, so that's nice. You do get your waist twist. Hips go out to the side about 45 degrees. Going forward, not all that far. Going back, none at all. Thigh swivel is fine. Double jointed knee is fine. And then for the ankles, we get pretty good range going back. Just a touch going forward. You get a decent ankle rocker, which is really good, but it is actually a ball hinge, so you have a little bit more play with that. So yeah, his articulation is very minimal, but it is not like a martial arts type character, so I think it's going to be fine. Technically, though, it is limited, so I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I don't think it really matters for this guy too much, though. So final verdict on this guy is it's an unexpected, not necessarily a desired release, at least for me, but it's really well done. It doesn't take that much for Hasbro to put out a release that warrants the price point. That being said, now that Marvel Legends are going up to $25, they better have a little bit more going into them, because if we're going to get a bunch of solid plain plastic figures like we normally do for 25 bucks, I'm going to be upset. This guy, at his price point, is really well done. I'm going to give this guy a final verdict of 9 out of 10. I don't know that there's a whole lot they could have done to make him much better other than give him some extra accessories, which would be nice, but what we have here is sufficient. So I'm happy with that. You guys can let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below. And if you liked the video, you can give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. And if you didn't, you can give it a thumbs down. That would also be appreciated. Let me know in the comment section below why you didn't like it. And if you haven't subscribed, you might want to. I have new videos almost every single day, and I already have like 4,000 and some videos on the channel, not channels on the video. So you can come back for all of that good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.